What is up, YouTube? This is Zach with Dreamedia Home Theater. If you guys are not a subscriber already, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below and give me a big thumbs up. I am up in the house of JVC right now, and we got the NZ3. We're going to discuss auto tone mapping and HDR 4K in depth. I'm going to hand it over to the National Product Training Manager, Chris.
Hey guys, so today we want to talk about the JVC LX NZ3, and I want to remind you this is the 3000 lumen laser 4K DLP projector from JVC. And when we say laser, we're saying 20,000 hours on the light source, never have to change a lamp.
Put that into context with how that compares to a bulb projector so that people can get the value there.
So a typical bulb projector from JVC, and these are awesome projectors too, but after about 3,500 hours on high power or 4,500 hours on standard power, you're going to need to replace that lamp. And over time, that lamp does dim. With the laser projector, the benefit is you get 20,000 hours. So, you know, even halfway into that, where you would have replaced 2 or 3 lamps on a traditional projector, you will have very minimal, if any, loss in brightness.
Yeah, so your HDR is going to stay popping.
There you go. So what we want to talk about today, we want to talk about 2 things in particular. I want to talk about 4K HDR, and we want to talk about auto tone mapping. Okay, and so HDR is high dynamic range, and this is one of the really cool things about 4K. And when you set up a 4K projector for HDR, you generally calibrate it so the projector shows a wider range of brightness, and you let the projector run a lot brighter than you do with 4K SDR. So you can see a more dramatic difference between a darker nighttime scene and a brighter daytime scene, and most importantly, you can see the highlights. The average picture level may not change a lot, but when you're looking at the shine of the sunlight off that chrome bumper, or when you're looking at the stars at night and how bright they are, or a spotlight kind of cutting through a nighttime scene, those will be much brighter and much more intense. The downside, Zach, come on, you're probably asking, what, Chris?
What is the downside? Tell me.
How can that be bad? Well, the problem is Hollywood does not have a standard for this brightness. So one movie is mastered, here's my darkest scene, here's my brightest scene. Another movie is mastered, here's my darkest scene, and way up there is my brightest scene.
You guys all have experienced this, I promise.
Yeah, so, and what we're talking about is, why does one 4K movie look awesome and another 4K movie not look so good? Okay, so what JVC does is we do something called auto tone mapping.
This is what it's all about, guys. Why are my HDR scenes so dark? We have the fix.
So take a look at the menu here,
okay,
and you'll notice max CLL, maximum content light level of 1020 nits, and max FALL, max frame average light level of 180 nits. What this is saying is the brightest spot on the entire disc is 1020 nits, and the brightest average frame is 180. I would say about half the Blu-rays have this data, and virtually all of the streaming content, almost 100% of the streaming content has this data. So when we have this data, we can read that and we can change the picture settings in the projector so that you, the customer, don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. We're reading that data, and then we're making the adjustments so you always get the best HDR picture. Just to put it in perspective, I've got discs here in this room where the max CLL is 9,919 nits. That would be Mad Max, okay? I've got another disc in this room that is 180 nits maximum, and that would be Blade Runner 2049. And then there's a bunch of titles around 1,000, there's a bunch of titles around 2,000, there's a bunch of titles around 4,000. Unless you want to change that every title, you want auto tone mapping. This is the only DLP in this price range that has auto tone mapping. Now, there's one more setup feature that we're going to go to. We're going to go down to advanced.
So while he's doing that, I want to just like mention anybody that's owned a theater and maybe we've done a super cool setup for you and we put like auto selects to where it would automatically switch to different settings. Those days are gone. You just plug this thing in and it's going to look awesome on all the content that you're watching.
That's the point. So we're going into the advanced menu, going to HDR settings, and we're going to find something called picture tone. And this is an additional fine-tuning function that you've got. Right now it's a +2. On a larger screen, we can bump it up a little to +1 or +2. On a smaller screen, we can bump it down a little bit. And that's a one-time setup. A medium screen, probably leave it around 0. So you can fine-tune it to your screen size, and then the auto tone mapping takes over and keeps every movie that you watch looking consistent. There you go. What do you think?
I'll take 2. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you found this video informative and helping you make a buying decision. We do it for you, YouTube. If you'd like to purchase, make sure to give us a call and show your support. We do have nationwide free shipping and a low price guaranteed. Give us a call, shoot us an email. We'll be happy to help you out. If you aren't one of my subscribers already, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below. Give me a big thumbs up. We got tons of home theater videos, tons of different ideas for you guys in your home, and you won't get them unless you hit that subscribe button down below. Till next time, this is Zach at Dreamedia Home Theater with Chris from JVC.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks for watching, guys.